us to celebrate ourselves as young people. And it's very exciting because we do a lot in our respective organizations and in our respective work. We will have about 2 hours for this reception. And we are expecting, of course, very importantly, young people. And I see many of you in the room, and several others are going to be joining us. And we will also be having high-level guests that will be joining us and giving brief speeches. But importantly, we are going to network. We're going to mingle. We're going to listen to some really nice soft music. And we're going to have some food and drinks. Does that sound exciting? Yeah. Great. So be ready. Enjoy yourselves. I'm just giving you 1 minute to start to, be alive, right? You are in the room, right? Just be alive in about a minute, and I'll be coming back to you. DJ, you can take it over now.
You can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud, women walk, being kicked around since I was born. Never tolerate, I don't hate, and you may look the other way, but we can try to understand. The New York Times are big on man. Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Feel the city breaking the neck. Try. Got to pick up paper on my shoes. I'm a dancer man. I just can't lose. Now it's all right. It's okay. I live to see another day. But we can try to understand. New York Times are paper man.
Great. All right. Thank you so much once again. May I have your attention, please? The Montreal Youth Force is a global platform for young people to take part in International AIDS Conference, and not only as delegates, but also as activity organizers, youth advocates, and leaders. So this year, AIDS 2022, the Montreal Youth Force is hosted by Let's Stop AIDS and is made up of 55 individuals. Give them a shout. 55 individuals that have been trying to put this together. And these are representing 18 countries. And it is a collective of over 12 local and international youth-led and youth-serving AIDS AIDS service organizations that are committed to creating a safe space for young people at the conference. So let's give a very big round of applause and a shout out to all the organizations that have put the Youth Force together. Woo! Thank you so much. I cannot mention the names, but we appreciate you, we see you, and we love you. Thank you. Now, when I say Montreal, you say Youth Force, right? And when I say Youth Force, you say Montreal. 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 Youth Force. Youth Force. Great. So we're going to do that again. And we're going to do it twice. When I say Montreal, you say Youth Force. When I say Youth Force, you say Montreal. And after that, together in solidarity, we're going to mention the three main important words: voice, choice, and justice. Is that clear? Great. Montreal. Montreal. Youth Force. Youth Force. Voice, choice, and justice. Should we do it again one more time? Okay. Montreal. Montreal. Youth Force. Youth Force. Voice, choice, and justice. Woo! Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we are going to use the next about 10 minutes to get a refreshment and also to start mingling and interacting with each other. So, DJ, give us some music and uh, feel free to go by the table and grab yourself a drink or something to eat, and let's get the reception started. Anybody excited just like me? Yeah, thank you very much. Take it up, DJ.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud, women want for being kicked around. Since I was born, I never tolerate. That's okay, and you may look the other way, but we can try to understand. The New York Times don't make no man. Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Feel the city breaking and everybody shaking, you're staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying try. That's the big old paper on my shoes. I'm a dancing man. I can just stand and show it all right. It's okay. I let you see another day. But we can try to understand. New York Times are fake for me. Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Feel the city breaking and everybody shaking and staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying
My baby, my Valentine. Can I do to make you a temperature difference? If you leave me a good time, I swear you are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Love it in me. I am so obsessed. I want to chop your heart. Never need a back at this street. Love, give me love, one thing. Make it on my soul. Where you from, come? But in a full come. Got this really good. I got the finish without you, I could feel lose my mind. Without you, I could feel fall and die. Without you, I could give up my life. Without you, without you, never did ever get this feeling. When I'm Vegas, give me love one thing. Make it on my soul. Just to get a mommy to it, bonita, esta noche. Just to get a mommy, baby. Just to get a mommy, baby. Just to get a mommy. Cuando la vi en el medio del baile, bailando pa' mí, en el medio del baile. Tú eres la mujer que yo tengo que conocer. Tú eres con la que yo me puedo ver. Su cuerpo a mí me llama. Tú eres lo que me falta. Tú eres lo que necesito. Esta noche en mi cama. Lo siento, mamacita. Esta noche yo te quiero para mí. Tú eres bonita. Esta noche yo te quiero para mí. Yo te quiero para mí. Yo te quiero para mí.
Sé que tú sabes de mí, tienes todo lo que a mí me mata, baby. Te mata decir que te quiero pa' mí. En el tiempo de ley, Santa Ana en la suite. Vámonos los dos en un viaje. Allá compramos todo, no te me lleve el equipaje. Quiero que por la noche te me pongas ese traje, pero sin nada debajo pa' que el nene no trabaje. Haciéndolo como a ti te gusta. Un poco de diamante pa' que conmigo tú lo lucas. Cuando te sientes sola me buscas. No se enamora y solo me quiere. Haciéndolo como a ti te gusta. Un poco de diamante pa' que conmigo tú lo lucas. Cuando te sientes sola me buscas. No se enamora y solo me quiere.
Lo siento, mamacita. Esta noche yo te quiero para mí. Tú eres bonita. Esta noche yo te quiero para mí. Wine and stuff for me. I got what you want from me. Straight up and I'm straight up, you know that. Ass like you got everything.
Grips on your waist, front way, back way. You know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away, even when I'm away. OT, OT, there's never much love when we go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray. That's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me.
Baby, I like it so.
Strength and guidance, all that I'm wishing for my friends. Nobody makes it from my ends. I had to bust up the silence. You know you gotta stick by me. Soon as you see the text, reply me. I don't wanna spend time fighting. We got no time and that's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me.
Aime-moi toutou, montre-le-moi toutou. Des mimi, dis-le-moi toutou. Prouve-le-moi toutou. Ça c'est quel comportement toutou. Tu me mens beaucoup. Ça c'est quel comportement toutou. Tu me mens beaucoup. Là c'est clair, il me fait tomber. Je le vois, laisse tomber. C'est qu'il est prêt, je vois flou. J'aime quand t'es là, c'est tout. J'ai dit oh. J'ai juré qu'on est plus que poteau. J'ai dit oh. J'ai juré qu'on est plus que poteau. Parlons français, sois clair. En vrai, j'ai passé l'âge de jouer. J'ai dit, toi et moi on se sait. M'en fais pas trop, s'il te plaît. On perd déjà du temps à tester nos limites. La présence coûte cher, dis-moi quel est mon bénéfice. En moi tu pourrais voir nos projets et l'avenir. Mais nous brûler les ailes, il faudrait éviter. Aime-moi toutou, aime-moi toutou.
Oasis, baila pa' mí, baila pa' mí. Lego. Trato y queda nada. Peleamos otra vez. Trato, a veces me habla y a veces no tan bien, porque como un bebé. Mami ya, me cansé de pelear. No, baby ya, no esperes que yo responda. Y solo dame un break. Creo que tú jodes como la ley. No digas de nuevo que trátame bien, así que baila pa' mí. Me gusta la manera cuando me lo muevas así que baila pa' mí. Me gusta la manera cuando me lo muevas así. Baila pa' mí. Me gusta la manera que tú lo mueves así. Baila pa' mí. Trátame bien, que trato y queda nada. Peleamos otra vez. Trato, a veces me habla y a veces no tan bien, porque como un bebé. Mami ya, me cansé de pelear. Baby ya, no esperes que yo responda. Y solo dame un break, break, break. Creo que tú eres como la ley. No digas de nuevo, ok, trátame bien. Yo no estoy pa' pleito, baila que yo me deleito. Al ritmo de mi canción, claro que tienes razón. Yo no voy a discutir, mejor te empiezas a vestir. Ey, pa' que te voy a mentir. Ey, chica ya, y dale, baila pa' mí.
Baila pa' mí, me gusta la manera cuando me lo muevas así. Así que baila pa' mí,
Baila pa' mí,
me gusta la manera cuando me lo muevas así. Baila pa' mí,
baila pa' mí,
me gusta la manera que tú lo mueves así.
baila pa' mí, baila pa' mí.
Yeah, yeah. Sexy love, what she need from a bad boy like me. Yeah, yeah. Sexy
DJ
is the thing that she need for my
Showcase.
lips. Yeah, yeah. My sex herself is the only air that she breathes. And when I look into her eyes, I know that she can never get enough of me. Your body high me like lean. When we do it, skin to skin. And as the rush they increase, I feel the drip in your V. Shorty say she feeling so, she grab my neck and she whisper please. Shorty give me that splash from my chest to my knees. Do, 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 do. Ah. Do, 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 do. Ah. Yeah, yeah. Shorty got a lot in her bucket list. I give her number one, she need a bucket quick. And when we done, she feel me like a majesty. Grip, 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 grip. Round two, quick, quick, quick. Round three, lepe. Next day we go do one for your place. Make sure that your daddy is known. Make sure that your mommy is known. Switch off that television. Netflix know what I came here for. Shorty better shut your door, cause I know one disturb me, boy. Shorty like it when I drill a hole. When I finish I go.
All right. I see the party's just getting started, right? Great. So once again, thank you so much, everybody, for honoring our invitation as the Youth Force Montreal. Thank you. Thank you. We know you're all incredible young people representing amazing institutions that are impacting lives of young people across the world. And once again, we celebrate you and celebrate your achievements, right? Let's give ourselves a big round of applause as incredible young people. Great, great, great. So at this moment, I am going to invite two incredible young women that have been working with the rest of the team, the rest of the 18 organizations and the 55 individuals to put this event together. And that's none other than Rian Wollstonholm and Ogona Ojiak. Rian and Ogona are project coordinators at Let's Stop AIDS, and they have been coordinating the Youth Force activities. Rian and Ojoka, you're welcome.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us today. When Ogona and myself joined Let's Stop AIDS as project coordinators just 4 months ago, the first task that was assigned to us was to coordinate the Montreal Youth Force. And it has been such an exciting and rewarding experience. The Montreal Youth Force has really proven that young people can truly do amazing things. especially when they are given the space and the platform to do so. I speak for both myself and Ogana when I say that we are blown away by everything that the Youth Force members have achieved. And it's often been against all odds, like extremely tight timelines, or we had poor internet connections that sometimes made it almost impossible for us to all meet virtually. Despite these challenges, many of the Youth Force members went above and beyond the roles that were initially assigned to them, taking it upon themselves to co-draft a meaningful and impactful youth declaration, bringing on board many other youth organizations from outside the Youth Force, launching in the space of just a weekend our No Visa, No Voice campaign, and coordinating an impactful march to the Canada Pavilion yesterday. If this isn't proof that more space should be made for young people and that young people should be taken more seriously, then what is?
We want to thank everybody who has helped make this happen, from the Youth Force co-chairs and volunteers to our partnering organization, our sponsors, Hivos, Viv, and Let's Stop AIDS, our guest speakers and moderators. We would also like to thank the International AIDS Society, in particular Garuj and Cassia, who facilitated the Youth Force with Let's Stop AIDS. Finally, we would like to thank all the other organizations and individuals who supported and lent a helping hand at any stage of the journey. There's so many of you. Thank you so much. From the bottom of our hearts, we are grateful. We are delighted to have you here with us to celebrate young people at the conference. Thank you so much, everyone.
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around since city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I just. Hey, I'm running out of time, 'cause I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road in overdrive, baby.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rian and Ogona, for those incredible, beautiful words and the assurance. Now we are going to continue with the networking. You know, so I mean, I know a couple of faces here, and I know that several faces are friends with each other. So I want to request us to just meet someone you don't know. Just walk to someone you've never met. Walk to the new face. Introduce yourself. Tell them who you are and what you work for. Because I'm just going to do a random check and call you here and ask you who you have met that you did not know. And I will also ask them to come here and confirm if you've actually met them. So we're going to have about 25 minutes of, you know, socializing and networking and knowing each other and having, you know, more bites, more drinks. And then we will come back and start the speeches with some of our high-level guests. Thank you very much. DJ, back to you.
And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, I don't like this. You're the one I trust. I'm just coming back to let you know I can never say it on the phone. I'll never let you go this time. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Hey,
DJ Play.
I'm working so hard. I'm punching my car. Later, for what? Oh, tell me what I got. I got this feeling. Time's still holding me down. Now you can see it. Oh, else I'll tear up this time. Now I gotta cut loose, put loose, kick off the Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, pull me up on my lead. Jack, get back, come on before we crack. Lose, don't lose, everybody come put loose. You're playing so cool. Oh, baby, never rule. Dig way down in your heart. You're burning, yearning for song. Somebody to tell you life ain't a passing you by. I'm trying to tell you in a way that you don't even try. You can lie if you don't cut loose, put it loose. Kick off the Sunday shoes. Hurry, shake, shake, hurry. Talking away, I don't know what not to say. I'll say it anyway. Today is another day to find you shying away. I'm coming for your love, okay? Take on me, take on me, take me, oh, take on me. I'll be gone. So needless to say, I'm upset but I'll be stolen away. Slowly learning, but life is okay. Say after me, it's so better to be safe than sorry. Take on me, take on me, take me, oh, take on me. I'll be gone. Si te digo que en ti no ando pensando, quisiera saber lo que estás haciendo. Te llamo pero me sale ocupado.
Tú me robaste el corazón como un criminal. Bebé, yo no puedo negar esto que siento por ti, no puede ser legal. Criminal, qué criminal, tu estilo, tu flow, baby, muy criminal. Criminal, criminal.
Criminal, qué criminal, tu estilo, tu flow, mami, muy criminal. Criminal, qué criminal. Ya tú me miras como que te pongo mal. De lejos yo puedo observar lo que tu mente puede pensar. Tú me dices que yo me dejo llevar. Será porque tienes un flow demasiado de criminal, baby. Y similar yo le he visto por ahí que solo la mire de lejito y se ponga así salvaje. Báilame pero con coraje y deja que esta pista haga que te sube el traje.
Miento, si te digo que en ti no ando pensando, quisiera saber lo que estás haciendo. Te llamo pero me sale ocupado. Tú me robaste el corazón como un criminal. Bebé, yo no puedo negar esto que siento por ti, no puede ser legal. Criminal, qué criminal, tu estilo, tu flow, baby, muy criminal. Criminal, criminal.
Ella siempre estaba cuando tú no estabas. Fue tanto dolor que ya no la mataba. Poco a poco ya no te necesitaba. Ella sonreía mientras lo enrolaba. Y tú, diciendo que fue falta de actitud. Pero en esta relación hizo más que tú, yeah. Y en un estado te manda a decir que ahora todo cambió. Te toca a ella. Mari, una botella. Gracias al maltrato se puso bella. Ahora tú la quieres y no te quiere ella. Y ahora todo cambió, te toca a ella. Mari, una botella. Gracias al maltrato se puso bella. Ahora tú la quieres y no te quiere ella. Cambió, y tú estás pagando. Se fue el balón y quiere seguir jugando. Mientras lloraba, tú estabas tomando. Ahora estás llamando y ella se está cambiando. Que va para la calle, sin dar detalles. Con ese traje yo dudo que ella fallé. Siempre linda como sin maquillaje. Siempre en línea automático el mensaje que ahora todo cambió, te toca a ella. Mari, una botella. Gracias al maltrato se puso bella. Ahora tú la quieres y no te quiere ella. Y ahora todo cambió, te toca a ella. Mari, una botella. Gracias al maltrato se puso bella. Ahora tú la quieres y no te quiere ella.
Enrique Iglesias, alongside into the zone. Get the girl in the zone. Get everything round. Shine the fall of me there, what we tell them on the throne. Knocking in just like that. The girl them move one track. Shine the fall of me there. Enrique, sing for them. Do it.
You look at me and girl, you take me to another place.
Because me need it, baby girl.
Got me feeling like I'm flying like I'm out in space. Something about your body says, come and take me.
Because me need it, baby girl.
Got me begging, got me hoping that the night don't stop.
That body cover don't stop.
Bailando, 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 bailando. Oye mío, llenando el pasillo, subiendo y bajando. Bailando, 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 bailando. Ese fuego por dentro me está enloqueciendo, me va saturando.
Girl, I like the way you move. Come and show me what to do. You can tell me that you want me, girl. You got nothing to lose. I can't wait no more.
Ya no puedo más,
I can't wait no more.
ya no puedo más.
She a go love for me, I said it. Cause you know say me no petty. Me a tell her nothing petty. Anytime when we get it, it's gonna be alright. We're taking the full flight, we're doing this all night.
I wanna be contigo, and live contigo, and dance contigo, la contigo una noche Ay, besar tu boca. I wanna be contigo, and live contigo, and dance contigo, la contigo una noche
With you, girl.
con tremenda loca.
That baby girl. Stay with the girl. Play with the girl. That baby girl.
I like you when it feels good time. I need your love, I need you closer. Keep begging, keep me hoping that the night won't stop.
You are now listening to the one and only DJ Plink.
Girl, I love you. Hey, it's a body. Just in case you never know. Just in case you never know. Hey, love you, girl. Do you feel the same? I don't wanna play games. No games. You're the only one that can out my flame. Baby, just play it straight. No games. We've been together 6 months now. The most perfect day. You pushed for us to exchange vows. Baby, change our ways. I gave my life over to you. Then you turned around. After all that we've been through, I want your rebound. Girl, I want you all time. I forever love you. You're mine. I'm not mad, even though I'm sad on you. So give me one more chance. Love you, girl. Do you feel the same? I don't wanna play games. No games. You're the only one that can out my flame. Baby, just play it straight. No games. Cause you're my one and only. I'm still here feeling lonely, feeling wasted. Yeah. You're my sunshine. I need you back one more time. Girl, do you feel the same? I don't wanna play no games. You're the only one that can out my flame. Baby, just play it straight. No games. Yeah, you take me love for granted. Bye, oh bye. I never knew you leave me stranded. Bye. You take me love for granted. Bye, oh bye. I never knew you leave me stranded. Bye. Na 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 na. Baby, you should let me hold you, love. Baby, you should let me wine and throw you, love. Baby, you should let me hold you, wine you, love. Baby, you should let me wine you, desire you, love. Yeah. Girl, I've been looking for you all my life. Can you give me that vibe? You want the bad sound? See, I've been looking for you all my life. Can you give me that vibe? Yeah. Nothing else today I go do. Money I can spend up on you. Girl, I wanna do right by you. And every day for you. Love you every moment, love you true. And when we don't get nothing else to do, girl, I wanna spend time on you. Let me be.
Hello papi, mais qu'est pas ça? J'entends des bails à 300 morts. À ce qui paraît, je te cours après. Mais ça va pas, mais t'es taré. Mais comment ça? Le monde est type. Tu croyais quoi? On se verrait plus jamais. Je pourrais t'afficher, mais c'est pas mon délire. D'après les rumeurs, tu m'as eu dans ton lit. Oh, dja dja. Y'a pas moyen, dja dja. J'suis pas ta cata, dja dja. Genre, en katana, baby, tu t'aides ça. Oh, dja dja. Y'a pas moyen, dja dja. J'suis pas ta cata, dja dja. Genre, en katana, baby, tu t'aides ça. Tu penses à moi, je pense à faire de l'argent. Je suis pas ta daronne, je te fais pas la morale. Tu parles sur moi, y'a air. Crash encore, y'a air. m'avoir, tu savais pas comment faire. Tu jouais un rôle, tu finiras aux enfers. Dans son Nakamura, je l'ai couché. Le jour où on se croise, faut pas tout faire. Tu jouais le grand frère pour me salir. Tu cherches des problèmes sans faire exprès. Putain, mais tu déconnes. C'est pas comme ça qu'on fait les choses. C'est pas comme ça qu'on fait les choses. C'est pas comme ça qu'on fait les choses. Oh, dja dja, y'a pas moyen, dja dja. J'suis pas ta cata, dja dja. Genre, en katana, baby, tu veux ça. Oh, dja dja, y'a pas moyen, dja dja. J'suis pas ta cata, dja dja. Genre, en katana, baby, tu veux ça. I'm a dodo, yeah. Ce soir pas de dodo, dodo, ce soir pas de dodo. No, comment tu t'appelles, mademoiselle? Your body calling me, andale. Oh my baby, show my baby daily. Your booty body, they make a bad man cake. I want to know. Can I fly you out and give you some love? I want to know, no. Hey, you speak in French, I speak your language. Well, I tell lie, you do me damage. African bad girl, you so savage. Don't be selfish, get let's sit on my face. You turn me on a little too crazy. Can't get enough of you, baby. Girl, you so sexy, I must confess. Baby, African bookie. Ce soir pas de dodo.
Last night I dreamt of San Pedro. Just like I'd never gone, I knew the song. The young girl with eyes like the desert. It all seems like yesterday, not far away. Tropical, the island breeze, all of nature wild and free. This is where I long to be, La Isla Bonita. And when the song was played, the song would set so high, ring through my ears and sting my eyes. Your Spanish lullaby. I fell in love with San Pedro. Warm wind carried on the sea. He called to me. Te dijo te amo. I prayed that the days would last. They went so fast. Tropical, the island breeze, all of nature wild and free. This is where I long to be, La Isla Bonita. And when the song was played, the song would set so high, ring through my ears and sting my eyes. Your Spanish lullaby. I want to be where the sun warms the sky. When it's time for siesta, you can watch them go by. Beautiful faces, no cares in this world. Where a girl loves a boy and a boy loves a girl. Last night I dreamt of San Pedro. It all seems like yesterday, not far away. Tropical, the island breeze, all of nature wild and free. This is where I long to be, La Isla Bonita. And when the sun was played, the song would set so high, ring through my ears and sting my eyes. Your Spanish lullaby. Tropical, the island breeze, all of nature wild and free. This is where I love to be, La Isla Bonita.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. Now in West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I begged and pleaded with her day after day, but she packed my suitcase and sent me on my way. She gave me a kiss and then she gave me my ticket. I put my Walkman on and said I might as well kick it. First class, yo, this is bad. Drinking orange juice out of a champagne glass. Is this what the people of Bel Air living like? This might be alright. But wait, I hear the prissy, bourgeois and all that. Is this the type of place that they just send this cool cat? I don't think so. I see when I get there. I hope they're prepared for the Prince of Bel Air. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. It's Wednesday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shore cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, yo, we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys ain't canine. All the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm kinda buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the crack in the old school bag. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. All hands are in the air. And wait from here to later. You're an OG neighbor. Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out! Pop, it's showtime. Showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Y'all tell. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up, I'm wearing Cuban links. Designer mix. Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to get the color red, the blue. Shit. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Second best for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach. I gotta show them how a pimp get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like. Everywhere I go, they be like. Everywhere I go, they be like. Now watch me do the break it. Joanna, your busy body busy tonight. Joanna.
making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh, hey life, hey. Why you do me like Joanna? Joanna. Why you do me like Joanna? Joanna. How you gonna do me like Joanna? Joanna. Hey Joanna. Hey Joanna. Joanna. Ay ay ay. Hey. How you gonna play me like Drogba? How you gonna do me like Drogba? DJ Drogba, DJ Drogba. Joanna, your busy body, busy tonight. Joanna, making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, so busy body, giving me life, oh, hey life, hey. I just check my energy, I no get time for no enemy. To this paper, nothing with person never see. I'm on nothing with person never see. Forget it, I say bashi.
DJ Play.
I soon expect it. Take our body head and I take her to the person. I be the answer, the yes sir. Then I be the answer, yes sir. Respect is reciprocal, even though I know she's special. Anybody, we no want to search it. Anybody, we know the body body. I can't something. No matter, I can't something. You want your bed, you never go. She not because myself I never go. I look you, they laugh, you go. Go. I shall not say the go. I don't say the problem in all the feeling. You try to enjoy. I like in all the feeling. You try to enjoy. Take a know the finish. You try to enjoy. Problem in the finish. You try to enjoy. See this life, I cannot feel myself. I just want to live my life, live and just you. I don't like bad, I don't go find your trouble. I don't like the side, so far my body the double. That's my money to buy love, to make me happy. That's my money to buy problem in all the village, we can try to enjoy. But I know the village, we can try to enjoy.
Be from my command, like zombie. But I know me, you with your coca body. From my command, like zombie. But I know me, you with your coca body. Cause this your milky for fronting now for me. All I'm for me, I no go to make honey. And if you're making a fight, I saw me to look. Jalapani, your baby smile, deep, baby, gonna. Waka, when you enter my licha.
DJ Play.
Baby, gonna. Will you give me sugar, wala. Macho Mona Lisa, 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 Macho Mona Lisa. Girl, I'll be foolish if I don't let you indulge me. Your lips like poison, I'll take my chance with you. If I did look happy, you're in denial, I'll show you I'm loyal. You're come down like tsunami, would you hold me down in the corner? Waka waka when you enter my licha. Baby, corner. Will you give me sugar? Wala.
DJ Flavor.
Macho Mona Lisa, 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 Macho Mona Lisa.
Timulade, what you carry, go party. Baby, nobody, what you got, go see this. Baby, money, more I'm ready, your body is unnecessary. My lady, 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 your body is unnecessary. I'm ready. Anything that you want, I'm ready. We'll link up, fire girl. Supposed to give me continence, girl. One more time, my lady, your body is unnecessary. My lady, your body is unnecessary. My lady, your body is unnecessary. My lady, your body is unnecessary.
Hey, boy, I'm in I can't take back here. You give me now your cool here. Let me tell them how the thing goes. How the thing goes. Okay. Chebe make a tamua. So much can I go join God. You want to bamba? You want to G with the big boys? Now you don't want get the kitty, you don't want get a back drink, get a drop cup. Hey, can you see how the thing goes? How the thing goes? Oh, you're telling me who bend you?
Yeah. Wow. I knew. Well, we have the second phase. All right? I promise you. Great. I see it's turning into a party or something. Great. So thank you very much, everybody. It's fun, right? I see you guys are having real fun. And I think the DJ is awesome as well. A big round of applause for the DJ. Yeah. Woo! Great selection, DJ. Thank you. Great. So we are going to move on. In the interest of time, we're gonna move on to another very important segment of the reception. We have our guests, really high-level guests that have made our participation as young people in the conference, happen and very fulfilling. So we're gonna have brief speeches. We're gonna do 2 speeches for starters, and then we shall have another few minutes of mingle and social networking and socializing. So at this particular time, may I please have everyone's attention? Let me have everyone's attention, please. And I'm going to request people at the back to come a little bit closer because we have a lot of space here in front. So if you can draw slightly closer, just take 3 steps in front. Let's count the steps. 1, 2, 3. Great. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this particular moment, I am going to take the pleasure to invite a representative from HIVOS, and that's none other than Lucy Mungala. Lucy Mungala is a queer feminist with over 17 years of work experience in international development, focusing on health, gender, diversity, and inclusion. And currently, Lucy is currently the strategy development, focusing on health, gender. She's currently the strategy and impact lead in one of HIVOS's 3 impact areas of gender equality, diversity, and inclusion. So, Lucy, please, may you come and take over the stage for 2 minutes, remarks. Just give her a big round of applause as she comes over. Thank you, Lucy. Woo, great. You smart.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I'm just gonna make reference to my notes. So it's my pleasure to be here today and to see so many of you. Good afternoon, everyone, and all protocols observed. Thank you for the nice introduction, but today my job is very straightforward. My job today is to reinforce the message of Montreal Youth Force. And I'm here to just call for sustained voice, choice, and justice in the HIV response, especially regarding young people's involvement. On behalf of HIVOS, guided by our fundamental belief in People Unlimited, I stand here today with immense gratitude and honor to be in the presence of such beautiful company of young activists, experts, and not forget leaders in the HIV response from all over the world. So applause to all of you. For HIVOS, HIV and AIDS are purely not a medical problem. They are both a developmental issue, but also a human rights concern. This has been HIVOS' conviction since the early 90s, when we were one of the first development organizations to respond to the pandemic. To this day, our work. To this day, our work aims to strengthen the voice of rights holders. And here, note that I use the word right holders, because you are right holders, and not just participants in programs and projects. And our work is to strengthen your voice and the people living with HIV, affected by and those at risk, putting them at the forefront of HIV and AIDS response. It's therefore not a coincidence that HIVOS vision aligns with Montreal Youth Force vision this year. And we also want to acknowledge the instrumental role of the community of action, community facilitators from the We Lead Consortium in partnership with the Dutch government. Hi to Alexander, I saw you in the room, but I can't see you. Thank you once again for demonstrating what youth leadership looks like and leading such a powerful protest yesterday. And again, let's say no visa, no voice. I join you in calling for accountability and removing barriers that hinder affected communities and young people from engaging in significant dialogue spaces and decision-making processes. On behalf of HIVOS, I look forward to our continued partnership in ensuring young people remain at the center of HIV response, both through financial, technical, or accompaniment support, but with the understanding that young people, you all are in the lead. And finally, I call for the development partners and allies here today to join us in collaborating for impact and applying our investments and resources to ensure that new HIV prevention and treatment technologies and services reach those farthest left behind. Enjoy the rest of your time in Montreal, and hopefully see you in the next conference somewhere where there's not so much restrictions. Have fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lucy, for those words and the affirmation and commitment from HIVOS to working with young people and to supporting young people's engagement. Now, I'm going to invite another very special lady that is a ministers, Dacia Hibbert, who's the general manager at Viv Healthcare Canada. Dacia was appointed to the role of general manager for Viv Healthcare Canada in November 2019. With over 20 years of pharma experience and 16 years in the health therapeutic area, Dacia brings a wide range of skills and expertise to her role. She began her career in a GSK laboratory and went on to hold positions of increasing responsibility in sales, marketing, and operations. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me Miss Dacia Hibbert. Yeah, thank you.
Let me just say for a moment, thank you for having us. And the other thing I will say is, I really didn't want to stop them. I was like, are you really going to stop the music for everybody you're talking? Because we were having such a great time. So hang around, the music's coming back, and that'll continue. So as you said, my name is Dacia Hibbert. I'm General Manager for Viv Healthcare Canada, and we are the only pharmaceutical company that is 100% dedicated. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, thank you, sorry about that. That's 100% dedicated to HIV. It is an absolute pleasure and honor for us to be a sponsor of this evening's event. And certainly walking into the room, I was actually reminded how I would love for this opportunity. You know, why didn't I bring my kids for them to see youth just really celebrating being who they are in a space that's meant entirely for youth. So for all you do, we say thank you, and we look forward to continuing partnerships with you all to continue to find a space that we can coexist together. So thank you, have a wonderful evening, and hopefully the music will start back soon, so stay tuned. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Lucy, and thanks to Viv as well for supporting the conference and supporting the youth force activities. So for those of you who came in much earlier, you remember there's kind of like a phrase that we're trying to speak in solidarity as we affirm our affiliation to the Montreal Youth Force. So we're gonna repeat that again, just to also as a form of welcome to all our speakers in the house today. So when I say Montreal, you will say Youth Force, right? And when I say Youth Force, you'll say Montreal. And then we're going to do that twice, and we're going to mention the three gold words of voice, choice, and justice. Is that okay? Great. So Montreal, I can't hear you. Come on. Montreal, Montreal, Youth Force, Youth Force, and voice, choice, and justice. Thank you very much. Great. So before we go to the third speaker, I'm going to invite the DJ to come in one more time for just 5 minutes, and then we shall welcome the third speaker. Thank you.
Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teachers. I don't take for the game, she no pitas. I decide bad mind from a distance. But this sweet happy and no more pitas. When you come make I keep you digits. That's the last time somebody did it like this. So much as I'm a bamba clap. That's why everybody has to know me like Chris. Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. You could take a picture and it just come. Like I just got pushed, like my money just come. When remember where they come from. For talking like the product of it on condom. Outside me come from, me not care, my brother. Come sit down for one chair, my brother. Come try, me will make you disappear, my brother. Sometimes it takes to reach here, my brother. Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teachers. I don't take for the game, she no pitas. I just like bad mind from a distance. The place with a pizza, I'm a pitas.
Don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to be try. Kill up, come become person, my thought, person with a man. Boy, when I land softly on this sofa. So far, so good. On me, by Joe, let me see you. Let me see you. Let me see you, the buga. Let me see you. Let me see you, the buga. Let me see you. Let me see you, the buga. Let me see you, the buga. Wake up.
Kilo fait pour monter, tu peux des fine, oh, pas que des watch your love for like it, why not more, your body, tu got it, push it in my dick, Papa see it, kilo fait, why not more, tell me what's in your body, I'm not damn as easy, babe. Why you wanna give me control? If you want to get hurt, I'ma make up my eye. I'ma need your band, I go my eye. I'ma need your band, do maybe. I don't money there is on. Maybe don't go body there. Do maybe. I wanna miss you, see you, don't see you, baby.
Oh my darling, oh my darling, baby Joe, you know I be loving you, are the money, you know you need this love. Indeed, oh no, girl you make me cool. Oh no, girl you make me cool. Shaking the ass like cool, spending money like cool. Things are fun, I will show you. He's celebrity, he's roboto. He's celebrity, he's roboto. He's celebrity, he's roboto. He's celebrity, he's roboto. Oh change now, your body na fire. I know you fly, but I can take you higher. From head to toe, she wear designer. Original, baby, made in China. She said, I'll be her desire. I'm gonna forget that she be fine. Oh no, girl, you make me cool. Oh no, girl, you make me cool. She the best like cool.
And I don't know what to do. And he talk say I don't know I'm new. Like the way things that they do. Johnny give you chepele. He talk say he want marry me. Walk them to the pele. Johnny no, I'm looking for my Johnny. Where is my Johnny? Johnny do you know Johnny? Question. If I don't see my Johnny, looking for my Johnny. I'm looking for my honey. You're telling me this, you're telling me that. I say this is not for me. Johnny do me conny. Johnny do me conny. He's doing me this, he's doing me that. But I know what's him on me. He go Canada, he go Tokyo. Yesterday he say he's a Morocco. He dance this he sing a willow. Na lie, na Pinocchio. This one I go away. I got original go away. See wahala. Johnny give me photo and I don't know what to do. And he just say I don't know what to do. Like the way things that they do. Johnny
You know I love you all. And you're all amazing, right? Great. I see you're having fun, and we're going to have more fun. But we have to follow the program because we have some deliverables to meet here, right? Great. But thanks the DJ one more time because you're doing great. So we're going to move on with the speeches. We still have incredible speeches coming through from amazing people that have made this Youth Force happen. So right now, I'm going to invite a youth representative from We Lead. She's called Ligia Di Stefani. Ligia Di Stefani is leading the work of the We Lead program in Honduras. Yeah. We Lead is a 5-year program focusing on advancing the sexual and reproductive health and rights of young women and girls. In the past, Ligia has led education and training processes in communities and neighborhoods in Honduras with diverse women and adolescents. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me the unapologetic and dynamic Ligia Di Stefani. Thank you. And our representative as well.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Can you see me? Okay. Okay. Thank you. So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Ligia Di Stefani. I am from Honduras. And I just want to share some reflections with you. I have been asking myself since I arrived here, who is AIDS for? Before I came, I thought it was for those people who live with HIV, who fight for to prevent HIV, to access treatment, so that their human rights are guaranteed. However, a large part of these people are missing from this conference. People whose visas were denied, who have just received a response about their visas, and who have not received any response yet. These people from Latin America, Africa, MENA region, ASEAN countries, who already face racism and discrimination for different reasons, including being human rights defenders, having HIV, being woman, being young, being LGBT people, also face the denial of being able to enter a country. Our colleagues from We Lead, with a lot of enthusiasm, prepared for this conference, and they couldn't come here. Were unable to contribute with their experience, knowledge, or connect with other people. The process from the beginning was tedious. The application is not filled out by a person who may not have access to education, unless they do not speak one of the languages, French or English. Before starting this process, these people sign up for AIDS. That is, they pay different amount of money to participate, book hotel, prepare session, workshop, etc. And still, they want to continue participating in a virtual mode. In the case of Latin America, there were many people that is part of this continent, because we are American too. There is no Spanish translation. In other words, not only were they denied participation in person, they were also excluded from virtual participation. Even here, there is a great invisibility of the Latin American region, from participation to the issues that are addressed. Those of us who are here are people maybe with a formal job that allow us to have something in our bank's accounts to be able to obtain a visa. Those of us who speak English, which in Latin America is a great privilege. Those who do not require a visa from countries like years advanced in health. Here, we are discussing HIV, leaving aside hundreds of people living with HIV in the world. This is just another act of racism and discrimination for our people who has been historically discriminated. AIDS does not stop if these spaces continue being unequal. Nothing about us without us. No visa, no voice. Thank you very much. No visa, no voice.
Nothing about us. Nothing about us. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you for Mas Ligier. And thank you for representing our voices as well. So in a space of time, without wasting a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen, allow me at this moment invite a representative from the Canadian government, the Honorable Senator Rune Colmier. The Honorable Senator Rune Colmier joined the Senate of Canada on November 15, 2016 as an independent senator from New Brunswick. A committed man of action, Senator Colmier has a long track record in the field of arts and culture and has held a number of positions within Canada's cultural ecosystem. So welcome with me, the Honorable Senator Rune Colmier. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I just want to say that I'm an independent senator. Being an independent senator in Canada means that I'm not part of the government of Canada. I'm part of the Parliament of Canada, of course. And as a senator and as an independent senator, I have to say that I'm truly sorry for the people that could not be here today because of the visa situation. And I want to assure you that I will bring back that message strongly to the Parliament of Canada. So you'll bear with me because I have quite a formal speech. It's short, but I think I must deliver it as it is written. So thanks to the Youth Force for organizing this celebration and for allowing me to address you with a short message tonight. I acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the traditional unceded territory of the Ganyan Haga people. And I thank them for welcoming us on this land. We are gathered here tonight to celebrate you, embrace the diversity that comes with each of you, and amplify your role in the HIV/AIDS response. Why are you at the forefront of this response? Mostly because, as I said earlier today, because you are eager to see an end to inequalities which form the basis of the response to HIV/AIDS. And you also know that the response to HIV/AIDS through inequality reduction is not a one-size-fits-all solution. In Canada, for example, there is an overrepresentation of HIV infections in gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men, in injection drug users, and in indigenous people. The dichotomy between these groups.
Reminder that the global village is closing in 30 minutes, so we are closing the door at 6 p.m. with last 30 minutes. Bonjour tout le monde, simple rappel qu'il reste 30 minutes à l'ouverture du village mondial. Nous allons fermer les portes à 6 heures.
We'll be ready, but we'll still have to dance before that time. So I was saying that in Canada, for example, there is an overrepresentation of HIV infections in gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men, in injection drug users, and in indigenous people. The dichotomy between these groups is glaring, and so are the measures that must be used with each of them. Much remains to be done to eradicate HIV/AIDS and to create a society that is equal, fair, and inclusive. And this equality must be substantive in that it must allow equal access to all while considering the unique and historical needs of every individual. Otherwise, there is no equality. Our leaders around the world must be reminded of that. As long as one person is infected, we cannot achieve equality. And this equality must be written in our laws and policies. Therefore, we must get rid of laws that reinforce inequalities. We need to work together so equality exists in our homes, schools, workplaces, recreational areas, and in every other part of our society. It's also by investing in these spaces that we will succeed in eradicating HIV/AIDS. There is no HIV response without youth communities. Therefore, communities must be recognized for their leadership, and young leaders, you must be fully recognized and support in your actions. Let's make sure that all governments take action for you and with you. You are the agents of change that are best suited to help us reach our common goals. Remember this incredible power you have and trust your abilities. I'm really looking forward to connecting with those I haven't met yet and learning more about your experiences. And if I may say, Montreal, et maintenant en français, puisque Montréal, Montreal, est une ville formidable où on parle français. Alors en français, on dit Montréal, force de la jeunesse. Montréal, force de la jeunesse. Again, Montréal, force de la jeunesse. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are so inspiring. Thank you very much. And let's dance.
Thank you so much. Montreal! Montreal! Thank you. We're moving on straight to the next speech, and this is none other than from our very own Laura Sprague, who is the Chief Community and Youth Engagement Officer from UNAID. So, Laura, please come over to the stage. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you all. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you to Senator Cormier and to all of the speakers who came before me. I'm really honored to be here. Let me start, though, with a quick apology from our executive director at UNAIDS, Winnie Byanyima, who had really hoped to be here with you today and looks forward to connecting with you in the remaining days of the conference. But I have to say that her misfortune is actually my fortune because I really wanted to be here with all of you. So let me introduce myself just a little bit. I am the lesbian living with HIV at UNAIDS. Thank you. And I say that because I'm proud of who I am and because I want everyone here to understand that exactly who you are is exactly what we need in this response. And so I salute you if you are a young person or a person of any age living with HIV in this space, if you are a gay man in this space, if you are a transgender person in this space, if you're a person who uses drugs, if you are a sex worker, if you are a sexual and reproductive health and rights advocate, in this space, if you are a lesbian in this space, if you're a bisexual person in this space, we need you exactly as you are. And don't forget that ever for a minute. I feel like you're ahead of me. I tested positive in 1991 when I was 20 years old, and I didn't know I was a young person. So I didn't have a voice as a young person. And what you have, because you are here together, you have a voice as young people to demand your space in decision-making spaces. Know who your allies are and hold us to account every day. And don't forget for a minute that you belong in decision-making spaces, and we cannot make good decisions without you, because then we're making decisions for you without you. So this is a critical point, and I think you know it, and I just want to reinforce it so you know some of us know it as well, and UNAIDS knows it. Now, I just want to say one thing further on behalf of UNAIDS, which is that we know about the youth position paper that you've been drafting and that you have brought in inputs from youth leaders worldwide, and we support this, and we very much want to make sure this is actioned. So please count on us, and we'll count on you to take that forward. We can't afford more broken promises. And with that, let us move over back to Patrick, because I know everyone wants the party to get started again, including me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Laura. And you know, when you see people like Laura in UNAIDS, it is a clear indication that the community is at the heart of the response. Thank you very much. And right now, because I know you want to dance before they close the Global Village, I'm going to go straight to the very last speaker. And so this guy is great because I've known him for about 8 years. And great. Okay. So welcome with me, Charmaine Muhammad Jr. Charmaine Muhammad Jr. is the founder and president of Let's Stop AIDS. And Let's Stop AIDS is Canada's largest youth HIV charity. His activism over the last 18 years saw him recognized at the age of just 15 as Canada's top 20 under 20. His response to the global youth HIV epidemic has made positive impact in over 72 countries. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me our very own Charmaine Muhammad Jr. Thank you so much, and you're welcome. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And you will be closing us off as well, and then we go into the party.
So I know I'm the separation between music and speech, so I promise I'll be short. But before I get started, the words are voice, choice, and justice. So we have a voice. We want a choice. We demand justice. One more time. We have a voice. We want a choice. We have demand justice. So we're, on behalf of the entire Montreal Youth Force, we're happy to have several great youth organizations working together for a common cause. It's been so rewarding for Let's Stop AIDS to lead this process, giving space and autonomy. I really want to thank the Montreal Youth Force and all the organizations, all the volunteers, the countless staff from the Let's Stop AIDS team that are here, and many others. I really want to thank Hivos and Vive and Let's Stop AIDS who've sponsored this event to get all this wine and food and everything in the space together. But before I just jump right into it, I really wanted to remind everyone how even we got here and how I even got here. It was 15-year-old me that was told, no, you're not going to be able to start an organization. No, you're too young. No, you're not able to do this. It was my principal who told me, are you trying to start a scam or something? It was this little moment that ended up getting into the news and then ended up leading 2 years later at AIDS 2006 in Toronto. It was Bill Clinton and Bill Gates on the stage that said, there's this little 16-year-old boy back then who had come up with this idea called Let's Stop AIDS. And we need more young leaders like that. I'm proud to say that if that moment didn't happen, I don't know where Let's Stop AIDS would be today. And it shows the power of advocacy, the power of not being afraid to speak and say your voice. And Let's Stop AIDS is here to move mountains. We're here to let the process be built with youth and not the other way around. Let's Stop AIDS has been working to fill that gap for youth fill the gap in the way how HIV for youth has been addressed. Let's create youth-friendly education, information strategy. Let's raise awareness about prevention and the language of youth. A language that changes all the time. Every single month, there's a new hashtag or a new way. We need to keep up with youth and other organizations. I'm proud to say that Let's Stop AIDS will come of age this year. We're turning 18. Our mandate and purpose hasn't changed, but the only difference is that Let's Stop AIDS has learned to implement, measure results, and produce and share impact. But enough about Let's Stop AIDS. We're youth. We're here. And as well, we're tired of ticking boxes. We're exhausted of being told we're not mature enough to understand. We're frustrated to be given token youth member seats, only to be told it won't happen. We're unforgiving when we are seen as childish. We are key contributors to the HIV response. To our young Canadians and other international organizations, now is the time for us to work together, to collaborate, to share. Don't hold things to yourself. Share them. Give it to other organizations. We can learn from each other. This event is a moment to speak for others. Speak to others that you wouldn't normally approach. Don't be afraid to speak to someone in this room and say, "Hi, I'm Shaman. I'm a youth advocate. Listen to me. Learn from me. Take my card. Take my number. Take my WhatsApp." On behalf of our entire team, I want to thank the entire Montreal Youth Force. I want to thank the IAS for being the first MOU signed to have the Montreal Youth Force continue from now forward, guaranteed. We want to thank again Vive, Hivos, and Let's Stop AIDS who have paid and made this entire event happen, and the many other amazing 55 individuals who have never seen each other all planned this event virtually. And here's the best part. We only signed the MOU 7 weeks ago from today. So thank you, everyone. I know I'm the holdup in music. Thank you for coming. Please stay, and hopefully the IAS will give us a little bit more party time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we're now going to party. We have Anita, Wilson, are just going to come here on stage and get us started with the next and last segment of the partying, right? They have some unique dance moves that they want all of us to dance to. So they're just going to come here on stage and take us through the dance moves, and we all follow along. And we will dance until they chase us out of this room. No more speeches. Thank you very much for coming. DJ, over to you.
Another world. Shout on low. Yeah, if you see my day, shout on low. It's hard to feel my door. Yeah, when I see a body, they shout on low. They shout hallelujah. Yeah. Loco something carry you. When I'm moving, I start to find daddy play. When I dance, me just simple, I might kill. If it's too heavy, now me come push up kilo. Let me see my daddy. Let me see my daddy. But that is our
DJ Joe Cage.
Yonkers, last, now everybody go to breakfast.
DJ Play.
You go bow for the result, though. Nothing to discuss, cause I did win by default and without any doubt, though. I'm a me happy adult, though. I no go feed the girl, I no go feed the girl, it's out, though. I'm a mind that's really dark, though. I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate my love, oh. I know holy, and I know they get both. Like the Baba fly, yo, my ayo, don't cry, yo. I need to go and shadow. 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 I dey Port when them kill Soboma. I dey try to buy moto, want to Toyota Corolla. My feelings been they swing like Django Lover. Feelings been they swing like Django Lover. Yeah.